Humanitarian or compassionate grounds applications, or H&C as we call in short, seems to be the most popular option amongst the people, unknowingly so and mistakenly so, because I speak to at least one person a day through a consultation who is looking to apply for an H&C, and unfortunately I have to tell over 99% of them that you are not even eligible to apply for an H&C, so don't spend your time, money and energy in the process. Let's try to understand how it works, though I have made numerous videos in the past, but I think some of the questions are keep on coming up. Let's try to address those. I'm Nilantri Mukherjee. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and as an organization, we work in a lot of H&C applications along with focusing on some of the other critical aspects such as TRP, criminal admissibilities, inadmissibilities, PRRA, procedural fairness letter, inadmissibilities aspect in general, etc. So first and foremost, I think this is not clear to people because I get these calls literally from all across the world. People are coming for consultations from India, from Pakistan, from all these countries saying that I need to apply for an H&C. H&C is not just another PR pathway. This is not an economic immigration motive program such as an express entry or FSWP or whatever. This is an extreme last resort where people who are living inside Canada, ideally in any circumstance, they're sort of requesting the Minister of Immigration, who has the power to make those discretionary decisions under Section 25 of the Act and the regulations. They're requesting the minister to grant a little bit of caution, exercise a little bit of caution, grant a little bit of leniency for them to be able to stay inside Canada as a permanent resident, because none of the other available options are for them. Okay. When I say none of the other available options are for them, it's not like you are not eligible to sell. Let's say you are 60 years old. Okay. You are not eligible to apply for an for express entry, and although those options are not being analyzed as not availability of other options. Let's say, just to give you a realistic example here, from one of the successful cases, is that one of the failed refugee claimants that have applied for humanitarian compassionate grounds applications, his refugee claim was denied, but his H&C was approved because some of the aspects were not being brought forward properly in that refugee application, which have been resubmitted as a part of the H&C application by our team, and that got approved. Those are the exceptional situations. This is not just another peer pathways. Okay. Number two, before spending your time, money, and energy to the process, please read through Section 25 of the Immigration Refugee Protection Act of Canada, because that is the governing principle, that is the governing act which take care of all these aspects of the various aspects of humanitarian and compassionate grounds. If anything is unclear, book a consultation. We'll be happy to talk through. Okay. Processing time is fairly very long. Okay. Sometimes 16 months, 18 months, and I am working on cases where people have been waiting for even decisions for 2.5 years because their background check is taking very long time. And because these applications are not being prioritized, the officers are not in a rush to make decisions on those applications, regardless of how many web forms do you raise. Okay, so that's something you have to keep in mind. These are expensive and complicated applications. These are the permanent residency applications. You pay a decent amount of legal fee, or I would say higher on the higher variant of legal fees, decent amount of government processing fees, and then you are investing such a good amount of time in that whole process. Hence, make sure that you first qualify before you take that plunge. Okay. So in a nutshell, H&C is really not for over 99% of the people that at least come to me for consultations. If you are even deciding to come for a consultation on H&C grounds, please make sure to read through Section 25 of the Act to understand some of the basics, clarify some of the basic doubts to understand whether you actually qualify or no. Then you book the consultation if you think you do, because there is no point in even spending money for the consultation if you yourself know that you don't qualify. Okay. Sometimes, and I would say 0.1% of the cases, I think, where both the clients and I have decided that, well, this is just only a chance. The client is ready to spend that kind of a money fully, knowing fully well that this is only a calculated risk or a chance that we are taking. Yet those 1.1% applications out of those extremely critical things got successful as well. So IRCC sometimes surprises us positively. But with the way the current immigration situation is going, I would imagine I would say the concentration of the officers who are working on those applications and the perspective with which the officers would assess those H&C files going forward will be more stricter, will be more stringent. So keep that in mind as well. Okay. So if you need our assistance with understanding the nitty-gritties of an H&C application, understanding what would be your success rate, because there is no such, frankly, industry-specific success rate that you can potentially ascribe to H&C, because these are extremely case-specific. You're more than welcome to hop into our website, nuvonation.ca, book a relevant session, and we can discuss in detail. Hope this helps. Bye now.